Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 8th through to the 14th of May. Welcome to the Astroflower. Thank you very much for being here and showing your support for this channel. Did some crazy readings for the May readings, which is on our channel as well, along with the lunar eclipse as well. It's been quite mad, really. It looks like a lovely week, though, actually, to be honest, this week, because there's going to be a lot happening between the 14th and the 20th of May. Keep your eye out that for the following week after that. I'm going to be doing some orange and chakra readings next week on this channel, so that may give us a bit of a heads up of what's coming down the road. I hope you have a lovely reading, Libra. Overall energy, 10 of Wands. Something's coming to an end that you've been carrying too much on. You've really been shouldering a big burden, and I'm not sure whether you had to do it, but you did do it, and maybe the lesson is sort of saying maybe in the future I shouldn't do that. Or you shouldered it because you wanted to shoulder it, but it's coming to an end, and it's been like been heavy. It's now getting a heavy load for you. On your relationship side, it could well be a relationship side where you're letting go of something, out with the old and in with the new. This is your karmic message here. This could be about you as well. Sort of saying to yourself, I don't want to carry this anymore. That's what wants to come out as well. Happiness after difficulty. I think that 10 of Wands is that difficulty. I think it's the past, and it's like kind of going, it's dead, done, and over with. Out with the old and in with the new. Being very passionate about a future, but it's a passionate about a future that you are devising at the moment. Queen of Swords. It's a very Libran card. It's all the Queen is the Queen. It's because she's conquered her emotions, her energy, and her mental side of life. The King of Swords has conquered his physical, mental, and energetic side of life, in a way. And with that conquering of that sort of that side of you, it's going to allow you to open up to new possibilities and new passions within your relationships. This is your past side. So this is your karmic message. This is how the relationship influences your karmic message. This is how your guides or your past self influences your karmic message. This is how your future self or your guides influence the conversation and the overall outcome. The moon here is to do with your past. So it's going to bring this new passions will bring things to the surface that you have had to deal with in the past for the first time. So in regards to relationships, and because you've had to deal with it the first time, you didn't know, and now things are coming back to the surface that you may not have seen coming back to the surface, and realizing that you've learned a lot about things and that you didn't know before. And it's revealing from the unknown, it is revealing the knowing of where you're going, basically. And the clarity of vision of where you're going. And being very passionate about it. It's going to provide for you a lot of things. And the Empress card. And the Empress card is coming up for all of cardinal signs. The Empress card is like the Emperor. She has conquered her empire. And her empire, like the Queen of Swords, right, is built upon sort of emotional, because that's why it has the moon usually within there. She's holding up the moon on the staff. The emotional, mental, and energetic side. And then she combines those sides, like body, mind, and soul. As she commands that sort of side of life. She's now pregnant and giving birth to the new you. And that's what's coming through here on the Ace of Wands, being passionate about your future. The Empress also, as because she's got that conquer, she's very positive about the future. Where the Emperor can be very sort of, we'll wait and see. We're, sort of judgmental about the future. The Empress is really optimistic and got a lot of optimism about the future. And there's a lot of learning curve for you, because normally you're very good at shooting yourself in the foot, Libra, let's be honest. If any sign's going to shoot themselves in the foot, it's going to be you. I say that in a very nice way, in a very endearing way, because, I've got a lot of Librans around me. I've got kids that are Libran, and a lot of good close friends who are Libran as well. So I understand, sometimes you can shoot yourself in the foot with your emotions and stuff like that. And I think this is a learning curve that you've come through. And this is what's saying about it's the end of something. You're not going to be doing that anymore. And all of a sudden, I think this is where this Ace of Wands is really going to bring some benefits for you in the going future. The Nine of Pentacles. Realizing that you can have harmony with life, basically. Harmony with life. And within that harmony of life, fruits are born or brought forward in your life at the right time, because you're in step with life and you're no longer carrying all of that sort of stuff that you don't need. And that's going to give rise to a different way of doing in relationships, and also a very much more productive way of relationships, where you're going to feel a lot more security about abundance about what you can bring into your life. And this is all got to happen because you're setting in motion a new way of doing things. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is the oh no, you have sorry, I thought you had the High Priestess. Sorry, no, it's the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the opposite side of this. The Hierophant is through understandings. The Hierophant is rather than through conquering his empire, he's learnt about his physical aspects that he uses in order to get what he wants, and that's what he's learned. The Hierophant. And you need to put that into practice within your material world. If you want that job, you should know how to get that job, what qualifications you need, etc., in order to get that job. And therefore, you can reach your heart's desires. If you just let go of a few things and stop trying to carry too much. Being patient with yourself, I think, is what the universe is telling you there. Try not to be too hard on yourself. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. We've already seen that you don't have to. Don't do it on this physical, on the material side. Not on your jobs and your business and your project. Please. Please, Lee, but don't do it on that side. Be patient with yourself. Take time that sort of, sometimes you have to wait for the wind to go through before the calm arrives in your life. And just waiting and allowing that wind to go through is that bit of patience. And once the wind's gone through, you can then start getting active again. Okay? Or maybe in your case, because you're an air sign, waiting for that calm to end, for that wind to kick off so you can really start heading down your path. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Now, I think in the past you had to justify your worth within your job, your business and your projects. I don't think you need to do that anymore. I think you need to be, once you a bit more patient with yourself and you know how to get your heart's desires and your dreams and your aspirations out of your workspace, you won't have to defend yourself. You'll just need to take that passion on and allow your passion to be your guide, as it were. Allow your passion to be your defense. It's almost as like the defense of someone who's really strong is because everybody looks at that person and says, oh, look how muscular they are. Look how strong they are. I'm not going to have a fight with them. So the strong person never has to prove themselves, never has to, have any fights, because people decide not to have a fight with them because they look so sort of like muscular and strong. That's in a very physical sense, I know, but you can take that, you can extrapolate that to all the aspects of your job and your business and your projects. I think this is you're realizing a lot of things. Judgment and Hierophant here. Judgment is judgment. The Hierophant is understood the mechanics in order to get to his higher self. And this judgment here is calling you to it. And that is your future. You're not shooting yourself in the foot. And I'm so pleased to see it from you, Libra. It's one of these readings, the only reading I've seen for you in a long time where you're no longer shooting yourself in the foot. And I love it. Because when you don't do that, you are the most empowering person and spirit or sign in through the whole lot. Fair exchange. Aries got that as well. Your opposite sign. Making sure in your workspace, 10 of Cups, happiness after difficulty, as I was saying earlier on. I just stopped throwing the cards out. King of Swords. It's all coming together. Aries is your opposite sign. And what I'm sort of saying here is that respect starts with you. This is why you got to be a bit easy upon yourself and just use your passions to go forward. And then you're going to start respecting yourself. When you start respecting yourself, then you can invest wholesomely into things that are worthwhile investing or you consider worthwhile investing. Letting go of that sort of, those sort of things that you've been carrying around, too much that you've been carrying around. And allow you to actually go forth and towards your rightful path, as it were. 10 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. This is the overall energy. I think, do you know what? I think this overall energy is testing you. And I think from this test is going to be a new person that's going to be born and a realization of you being called to your higher self, to your higher karmic path. And I think the overall energy is testing you, sort of saying, testing your mettle, basically. With the Ace of Wands, you've done some good work. You should know it. Get involved in your passions. That's going to prove that you're over that is dead, done and dusted with. The Empress. Did we have the Empress here? We did. We did up there. We got the Emperor below it now. And it's between that moon as well. So, and with that clear direction, you're also going to have a clear direction of how physically to be entwined with the world that is around you. Is that the shooting in yourself in the foot? I don't think it is. I think this is the past. I think it's difficulties that you had in the past in regards to your relationships that may have dispelled any sort of rose-tinted glasses view that you had of maybe someone or something or some group, and it's dispelled those sort of old views of things, which is great because it's made all that space in order for you to be that Empress and to have all that abundance for you as you go forward. And that Empress, you get judgment and justice, so yeah, which is pretty much you as well, sort of Libra. Yeah, you're getting your just desserts. You know, if you really do follow your passions, I think you're really overcoming this. I really do think this is a bit of a test for you. That's how it feels like to me anyway. Let's just see what's going on with the 9 of Pentacles. We get the 3 of Wands. What are you waiting for? Collect your fruit. Connect with the people in a very joyous way. Suggest it. So saying to your friends, your family, your partner, I'd like to do this. Because you're going to get people sort of saying, yeah, okay, I'd love to do that as well. Can I come with you? And I think this is the fruits of what you're getting through this Empress card of being the new you, of having that justice done, of having that space and that freedom because things have been said and things have come to the surface. And you're getting involved with the old, getting rid of the old and in with the new and getting involved in your passions, which is good quality work that you're doing, and having a clear vision of where you're going and owning that direction there. I think this is the case here. Is don't stop waiting, Libra. Get involved. Get involved. Get out there. Get involved. King of Swords finally came through. We got the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords on that side. Can be a little bit too much mental activity that's going on, but I think this is a learning curve about that. King of Swords, as I explained earlier on, is the physical aspect of getting to the top of the mountain rather than emotionally getting to the top of the mountain. And you know, through that judgment, that's what the King of Swords is all about. It's about judgment of how they actually got there. And it's a very good balancing card to the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is that physical aspect. That is also the physical aspect, but it's also got a lot of high degree of emphasis on the mental side of life, the air energy. Being patient with yourself will bring that happiness, that passion will shine light on you in a really good way. The universe is sort of kind of going, you're being gentle with yourself. I'll bring you in a lot of happiness then. So trust in yourself. Trust in that path that you're going down. The King of Pentacles. Oh, I've got 2 kings down this side already. King of Pentacles is the sitting in your power due to learned ways of doing things to produce out of the material world your security. And your security comes about by realizing that if you follow your passions, you don't have to waste your time and energy trying to defend your position. You just live it, basically. And that comes out in that. And I think that judgment is going to set you free, basically. Set you free from emotionally tied situations within your workspace. And this ties into that there as well. The 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. I think that's here to test you. I think it's the past. And that past energy is lingering in order for you to understand the best thing about it. And you finish with the Queen of Swords. That fair exchange starts with you. And this is what it's saying there. Absolutely lovely reading. Very powerful reading, actually. Powerful in empowering reading, I think. That's more the case there. It's an empowering reading for you this week, Libra. Absolutely amazing. Don't forget, we will be doing those live readings over at Veritas Tarot. There is a link to that channel, so you can go and join us and ask questions on the live reading. And you need to subscribe, and you'll get all the information on how to be part of it. It'll be absolutely brilliant. You've also got your monthlies, your lunar eclipse and your solar eclipse readings as well for the next 6 months, which is on our channel. Thank you very much for sharing this video across all Facebook pages you have, because it would really help us out, as well as subscribing, of course. I hope you got the best out of this reading. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.